Hey everyone, welcome back to the latest GoSkills Excel Challenge solution. How close did you get to solving it? Welcome back everyone. Let's take a look at the solution for this month's Excel Challenge. And you can see as we begin our work, the answers are here on the right. So as we go through, we can check our work. Now the first question we've got is, how many employees have a salary greater than $75,317? We need to do a count, but a conditional one. So let's use count if. We'll type in equals count if. The range is our salary column. The criteria is greater than 75317 in quotes. And once you hit enter, you'll see we have 27 employees with a higher salary. So the next question asks us, how many employees are in these departments below and are male? We've got multiple conditions that need to be met, but we still need to do a count. So this time, let's use count ifs. Let's type equals count ifs, and that's ifs with an S. And then click on the function arguments button so we can give ourselves some more room. The first criteria range will be the department. Let's select that column and let's lock in the reference. The criteria we want is in the field to the left. That is the department name. Our second criteria is the gender, since we're doing a count of the male employees. So let's select the gender column and lock that reference. The criteria is male, so we can choose this field J4 and lock that reference as well. We don't need any other criteria, so when we hit enter, we get our results, and you can see our counts are correct. All right, let's move on to the next question, the average salary for the finance department. So we need to find just the employees in finance and average their salary. We can use the average if function. So let's type in equals average if. The range is our department column, and the criteria is finance in quotes. The last argument is the average range, and we'll select the salary column here. Once you hit enter, you'll see the average salary is over $89,000. All right, moving on. The next section asks us to find the average salary based on two conditions, the location, which will vary, and the gender, which is female. So in this case, we can use average ifs with an S. Type in equals average ifs. But take note, the order in which you select the ranges and criteria is different than what we did in average if. First, we select the average range, which will be the salaries. We're going to average the numbers that we find. Lock in that reference, of course. Then we select criteria range 1, which is the location column. Lock that in. Criteria 1 in the function is where we pick the specific location we're looking for, so click on I-15. And now we select criteria range 2, which is the gender column. And be sure to lock that reference. Criteria 2 will be cell J14 above where it says female, so click that and lock that reference as well. That's everything we need. So close the parentheses and hit enter. And you've got the average salary for the women working in New York. Copy that down, and the formula runs the same query for each of the cities. All right, the next request is to find the minimum salary for men in each of the departments listed. So again, we're looking at multiple criteria. This time, since it's minimum salary, we're going to use min ifs. We'll type in equals min ifs. The min range is the salary column. And again, lock that in. The criteria range 1 is the department column. Select that, lock it in. The criteria is the field with the department name to the left. But don't lock that one in. Criteria range 2 is the gender column. Select it and lock it in. And criteria 2 is cell J13 above where it says male. Click that, lock that reference, and we're good to go. Go ahead and hit enter. And then you can copy that down to see all the minimum salaries for men in each department. Okay, and finally, the last request is to find the maximum salary for women in each of the departments. And now, if this sounds pretty similar to the last section, it is. It's basically the same request, which means we can use the same formula, but with a couple of changes. Most importantly, instead of min ifs, we should use max ifs to find the maximum values. So instead of building everything again, typing everything out, let's just copy the formula from the section above, select that, copy it, paste it into the first cell. Let's go to the formula. Let's change min ifs to max ifs. We do need to reselect criteria 1 so that it points to the cell to the left. In this case, it's I-32. And then criteria 2 was the cell that had the gender in it. So let's change the cell reference so it's pointing to the right place. Cell J31, and lock that reference. And then once we hit enter, we've got the number we're looking for. Copy it down, and all the fields are filled and complete. So we've performed some pretty quick analysis using a variety of useful conditional functions, count if and count ifs, average if and average ifs, and then min ifs and max ifs. So whatever data you're trying to sift through, hopefully this challenge has given you the practice you need to refresh those skills so you're ready for any information requests that come your way. Thanks for checking out this challenge, and we'll see you next month. So there it is. Did you get the same results? Did you use the same approach? Or did you try something different? We'd like to know. Share your take on the challenge in the comments below, or join us for more discussion in our Slack channel. Link in the description. Thanks for participating, and make sure to subscribe to this channel to get an alert when the next challenge is released. We'll see you then.